prepared, right? Okay, so one of the main things that we want to push out to our students is the, let me see, we want to teach students how to analyze stimuli. Okay, that is one of the main things. Okay, we want to teach students how to analyze picture stimuli effectively, such that they will be able to learn to identify the key details and to be able to predict the potential oral question themes. All right, now the reason why I always bring up the idea of predicting potential oral question themes is because this essentially allows you to prepare for things that are more likely to come out than others. All right, now we, of course, we want to make sure that students are preparing for everything in the syllabus, that they understand everything in the syllabus, but it is important for students to prioritize questions that are more likely to come out, prioritize topics that are more likely to come out, so that they are better prepared. Hi Ozil. Hi Ozil. All right, but yes, definitely. All right, we want to also make sure that students are well aware of the structural frameworks for the oral responses, so that they are equipped with a structural approach for responding to oral questions in the exam. All right, so now this method really does ensure that their answers are organized, coherent, and impactful, and it also helps them to express their ideas more clearly. Right, now mainly we will also be practicing commonly tested oral topics. Okay, we want to make sure that your child will have the opportunity to practice commonly tested oral topics and to refine their responses and to boost their confidence when faced with similar teams during the exam. All right, now with the expert guidance from our writers at work teachers, this intensive course provides the final boost your child might need, or if you're watching, you might need to perform at their best in the PSLE oral exam. Okay, of course, there are limited slots available. Okay, we do want to put as much emphasis as we can to the students that we have. All right, the students that do sign up. All right, so we want to, yeah, the slots are limited. So if you are interested, do sign up as soon as you can. All right, because the slots might not be here the next time you come back. All right, now, okay, for students who are looking for a bit more of a personalized guidance, maybe you are struggling with something that is a bit more, you're struggling with a bit more, or maybe you just have a lot of different questions that you want to ask. All right, we will definitely push out this PSLE or one-to-one intensive coaching holiday program, all right, for you. Okay, that is one of the most suitable holiday programs and the most popular holiday programs for students like that, right? Okay, now to share a bit more about this PSLE oral one-to-one intensive coaching. Okay, it is a 1 hour coaching session and it is perfect for primary 5 and 6 students who are preparing for this PSLE oral examination or this end of year assessment. All right, so both of it is fine. All right, we will help you. Okay, your child or you, if you're the one watching, will receive a personalized guidance from a writer's work teacher and to be able to practice realistic oral exam scenarios based on the theme of your choice. All right, now, okay, now out of all the teams, okay, there are 10 commonly tested PSLE oral teams to choose from topics like kindness, environment, family, technology, arts. Okay, you will be able to practice these highly relevant teams, okay, frequently tested in the PSLE oral exam. All right, okay, most of all, some of the most one of the most important things is the personalized one-to-one coaching. Essentially, you have a private tutor, right? So with the full attention of an experienced teacher, your child or you, okay, will be able to refine answers, improve delivery, and gain practical tips to boost confidence. Okay, so it is something that we are definitely pushing out because students will essentially be able to pick our brains. All right, we have been here for a long time. Our teachers mark scripts daily. They have seen multiple PSLE students and even seen students through multiple sessions of PSLE. So definitely our teachers have the experience, and to be able to do one-to-one coaching with them, essentially you will be able to learn as much as possible. So this is truly one of the best ways to learn. All right, now, realistic oral exam simulation. I always tell students about the importance of exam simulation. Now, the idea of simulation is that you're doing paper in a timed environment. You're just going through the entire stress situation so that you are getting more and more familiar with the procedures of the exam. All right, especially with the oral exam, it is very, very easy for students to get stressed out when they're actually there, exam jitters, and maybe they even freeze up. All right, I hope it doesn't happen to any of you. Okay, but now one of the main ways to prevent that is the oral exam simulation, which is to develop that confidence um from repeated practice. All right, and now the oral exam simulation also ensures that you're very, very well aware of, whatever procedures, what the rundown is of the exam, so that you don't have to be scared during the exam. All right. Okay, we will be providing students with this experience so that they can actually predict what it's going to be like during the PSLE or exam through stimulus-based conversation practice. Okay, now the good thing about having a one-to-one lesson is that students will also be able to receive that immediate feedback and expert tips. All right, so students will be able to receive real-time feedback and proven oral techniques to structure responses clearly and confidently. All right, so we're definitely pushing for students to really build that confidence. All right, after all, confidence is really key when it comes to exams. I always tell students, you practice what you can before the exam, but during the exam you want to try your best, and just be confident. All right, don't let anything scare you. All right. Okay, exclusive PSLE oral notes and model responses. All right, this one is very important. All right, students will be able to take home a complete set of oral model responses and vocab notes for continued revision. All right, for students who are not taking this class but they still want the notes, we have similar notes along with karaoke videos in our ebook. Okay, we are selling an oral ebook. Okay, you can see it all in our website. Okay, you can sit Writers at Work, Writers at Work ebook store for the ebook store, and yeah, see whatever you need. All right, and now in this case, all right, this oral notes and model responses will have an oral model responses and vocab notes. All right, for students, if you want extra resources as well, feel free to buy the what do you call that, the ebook on top of this as well. All right. Okay, so for students who are interested, all right, this is limited slots only, so do sign up as soon as you can. This one is a very popular course, so definitely do be quick with your signups. All right. Okay, this is the oral answering technique, NEAT. All right, for students who are interested in this, all right, I will leave it to our tutors to to teach you guys about this. All right, so feel free to sign up when I show you guys the QR code. All right, now the specially designed oral exam model responses will look something like this. This is the rough format, so you guys can take a look. This is roughly what you will be, a page of what you will be receiving. Okay, feel free to explore our holiday programs here. Okay, you can scan the QR code to sign up, or you can go to our website to take a look. Okay, both are fine. Okay. Okay, so a lot of positive ratings as well for our curriculum. And this is one that we always do love to share. It is from Royston, all right? This is a review from Royston. All right, Royston is the Writers at Work, the face, essentially, at this point. Yeah, okay, you can see that he wrote over here that I have been a Writers at Work for over 5 years now. This is a testament to the caring teachers, innovative curriculum, and engaging lessons. Writers at Work has taught me many examination techniques. Scare, if I had to only pick one technique, it would be scare, as it is very useful strategy that I use to organize my thoughts before presenting my oral responses during my oral examination. I benefited from the Writers at Work secondary program as I learned and conceptualized many structures aimed at all aspects of English paper to help me achieve better results. My Writers at Work teacher has also taught me so many life virtues, molding my characters for many years ahead. Alright, so we also have another one, alright, from Ruth Lim, okay. Glad we found Writers at Work and able to accommodate both my son's timing. My eldest son is P6 this year and has a very tight schedule. Finding a fit to send both my son's class has always been challenging. All right, Fridays at work is the only place that's a lot of timings to suit my son. I like that the materials and find that it is well balanced, unlike most centers that only focus on composition. Okay, so I find that the other paper is equally important, and thank you to the teachers and staff at Fridays at work. Okay, very, very positive. Hi, Jer. Hi, Aizan. Welcome to the live. My throat is kind of caving today. That is not a good sign. Jer, what are we doing today? We have 10 minutes left. We have 10 minutes left. Please hydrate, Jer. We have 10 minutes left, so we will be working on the O level discussion. All right. Other than that, we have been talking about the PSLE oral discussion, and we were also talking about the oral ebooks, right? But yes, so a lot of positive reviews for this one. Okay, if you guys are interested, please scan the QR codes to sign up. There are limited slots for all of them, so you guys can take a look, right? Okay, this is the QR code for the first one, and the QR code for the second one. All right. But I would say for students who you guys feel like you guys might be struggling a bit more with your what do you call that? The oral in general, I would say that you should do the one-to-one intensive, okay? Because then the teachers will be able to fully have their attention on you. So it is definitely one of the more popular courses. Okay, now I will move to the oral. Let me just. Okay. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see my screen. There we go. All right. So previously we were talking about health consciousness. Okay, so we have 10 minutes. I am going to answer these three questions first, and then we can do a bit of a recap. All right, first, we're gonna do it the other way around. Okay, so let's talk about this one. Okay, so you guys can take a look. Okay. Okay, how can mental and physical wellness be integrated? All right, what might the answer be? What might the answer be? Okay, if you guys have any answers, I always encourage students to let me know, and we can share do a bit of mind mapping. Okay, it helps you guys to build your train of thought so that you guys find it a bit easier when you guys are working with questions that you have not previously answered during the exam. All right. Okay, first things first. All right, I'm going to annotate. Okay, so we're talking about both the mental and physical wellness, okay, and how they can be integrated. Okay, now first things first, okay, you can say use mindful breathing after workouts to calm the mind. Okay, so definitely that would be a balance of mindfulness as well as physical wellness. Okay, so we really do want to answer the question as properly as possible. This is more about balance, right? So that is what we're focusing on answering. Okay, and also you guys can say that you combine stretching. Please let me know if you guys have any answers as well. All right. Ozil is like, I can already imagine that Ozil was not answering the questions because he just finished his his O levels. It's just like, you know what, let's forget it. Valid though, valid. All right, but we can always practice for what do you call that? The final exam, right? Oh, I spelled this wrong. Meditation. Okay, meditation sessions, right? Okay, and you can say that you encourage supportive discussions after group exercise. So you can maybe elaborate a bit, talk a bit about what kind of group exercise, maybe like group yoga, group Pilates, and then you can have like a very nice discussion about how is everyone doing, you know. Yeah, it's a good way to elaborate, right? And you can also say that you join hi. Or I saw the moderators hi and I thought it was someone saying hi. I was like, hi. Join getaway programs that um that include both sports and wellness. All right, we have 5 more minutes. All right. Okay, so these are all. Oh, there is another one. All right. Choose CCAs that mix teamwork and fitness. All right. There are plenty of sports. You can also talk about basketball. You can talk about netball. All right, you can bring up a lot of different examples. These examples are up to you. All right, what role does discipline play in maintaining health? All right, so this is an important question. Okay, what might your answers be? Okay, I'm gonna wait for some answers. Aizen, is that you? I see Aizen sitting here, but he's not saying anything. Is that you, Aizen? All right, let's take a look at this. All right, discipline, and we're talking about maintaining health maintenance, right? Okay. First things first, all right, you can say that discipline in sleep routines such as sleeping and waking consistently at the same time each day can help maintain consistent. Oh, what happened? Energy levels. Also, you're back. Also sees O level oral and he's like, ugh. Can just imagine it at this point. Very honestly, you can see it. All right. You can also say that you exercise twice a week to help stay focused. And you can say that sticking to planned, exercise, develops willpower. Okay, you can also say that you plan, stick to a meal plan to avoid unhealthy snacks. Okay, and you can also say that you reflect weekly on behaviors to improve habits. Also, you always come in as soon as we're about to leave. Hi, also, we're just about to end the live, right? Limit screen time to make time for more productive activities. All right. So yeah, that is about it for today. It's already 5:30. I like how no, I just now. Just now already. Yeah. So yeah, I will see you guys. All right.